Good evening on a Saturday night, the Blackout podcast. Trying to get things going. It's a new year. You think by now I have things planned out, organized. I don't. Trying to get it together. This is old school rounding first and heading second. This is your host C Black. This is the Blackout podcast. Tonight, just talking about life in general. No open line. Just talking. And talking off the top of my head. Just randomly speaking. And I think I've shared with you some things that's going on about a grandson running track. Grandson playing football down in North Carolina. Congratulations to CJ. To his brothers, the twins, they're following in his footsteps. Running track now, they'll be playing football this spring in Maryland. So to Roman and Nick, congratulations. And to their mom and their grandmama for holding things together. They are good kids. Not because I'm, as they call me, the OG. They are really good kids. So God bless them. And hope they stay on the right path to where they're trying to get to. Excellent. It's always good to see a black male trying to get to college or going to college. There's so very few. So, again, the CJ and his whole household, kudos to you. I discussed about one grandson getting here 7. He was a preemie, and he came out at 4 pounds. And you really worry about him when they're 4 pounds. You do. But he's almost up to 10 now. Doing what babies do. Eating. And it's coming out. And crying. That's what they do. And it's good to see that. Getting healthier day by day. Excellent. Another one I said about that will be on its way soon. Congratulations to Wendy and Ethan. They're expecting a newborn in 2 months. And congratulations to Evan. For those who don't know, probably everybody knows, right? And someone told me what's going on. It's the wedding. That's the big talk, is the wedding. Getting everything organized, getting venues, getting people to sing, getting the DJ, all the things you have to go through trying to get that wedding together. And that's why it takes a year, because it takes a year to plan it. And it takes a year to get that money together. Now, I'm sure if you got that money together, you probably can, and it goes just like that. But when you're trying to get the money together, it's different. And it's a whole new animal. But that's something they truly want. And the fact that it's happening, that's a good thing for them. And not to mention they have a boy on the way also. A boy. Did I say a boy? A boy on the way also. So congratulations to them, or congratulations to Milan and their whole family. Her dad is a former professional football player. We should go back to the old days when the bride's daddy paid for everything. What happened to that? I mean, I had boys, so I'm like, I'm with that. Go back to the old days. Let the bride family pay for everything. You can't tell how many people. They say you say you want 100. They're like, no, I got 120 coming. Yeah, because the bride had to pick it up. Daddy had to pay everything. But them days are long gone, right? So everything just line up getting in order. Tomorrow, get the tux sizes and finalize them because that day is really approaching. And again, congratulations to him and his bride and his future wife. So kudos to everybody who's doing good things. Off the record, let me talk about some other people too. Greg, when I talk to him, he's always an upbeat, positive, stable. I'm pretty much there, but I'm usually, every now and then, every blue moon, something gets me. Like about maybe a month ago, month and a half, it seemed like it was a bit much, Someone that truly was a friend of his passed, and I felt the emotion of it pretty bad myself. And I think that's because I reflected on the fact that, he had kids and a wife, a loving wife. So, right then that's a void. It's not something that you get a warning about. It's a void. So I felt for the kid, his family. And, you get old, you just, like I said, that was his friend, and it hit me, so. But, yeah, he's doing what he do. When you talk to him, always in a good mood. Always. So kudos to him. God's really looking after him and blessing him. We all blessed. If you hear this, me talking, or wherever you at, working, laying down, sitting up, I don't care when you hear this, you are blessed. Don't make no mistake about it. And don't take that for granted. There's another cat out in San Diego, Fred. His left eye was almost blind. And, it's coming around, I guess it's at 60%. And he's handling it well. He's not that type of guy to handle it well, but he is handling this well. And I'm shocked. We all have different mechanisms that are set off and reactions come in, and you're like, how do you react? And for his eye to be 60%, doing good with it, actually doing real well. So all these cats are in the prayers all the time. Been there forever. So they're blessed. And it's good to see. Again, it's good to see. Just flowing through some people that have done good. It's funny when I see on TV about somebody robbing or stealing, and I say, who are these people? Isn't it weird? Because I don't know none. I don't. I don't want one that has done that. Now think about that. I don't. So I guess you walk out and go maybe 2, 3 doors down. Everybody knows somebody like that. Huh. It's just something to make you go, huh, about. I don't know nobody like that. I don't know nobody, man, I'm on the run from the law. I've been stealing or I shot somebody, or I got shot at. Um, chose not to hang around those type of people or be friends with them. And I guess I didn't want to partake in that because for the most part, I try to hang around people who keep it as real as they can. Now, I try to do that as much as possible. I've stepped on a lot of toes. I get it now. Didn't get it before, but I understand now. I've stepped on a lot of toes. And I'm always trying to say I apologize for that because I realize that now more than ever. I may have realized it then, and saying I'm sorry to a few people, I'm wrong. I get it. But might have been wrong more than I thought, right? So, just a time to be humble. But when you make mistakes, the thing is, do you make mistakes like it was a mistake? It was an accident. That's accepted. But when you knowingly do something, that's a little bit different, isn't it? Well, for me it is. If you knowingly did something and still apologize for it, yeah, and I guess this is my way of leading back in it because apparently I'm venting, right? I'm venting about family. And I guess, people were saying, well, hey, you some people, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's 50-50. It's probably more now that said, cut the cord. I said, well, I did cut the cord. They're like, well, why did you cut the cord? Then you explain. And they said, you should have been cut the cord. And I think that's the problem with most of the time with family. You don't. You just endure. And you take a lot of punishment. When I say punishment, not physical, mental. Because had it just been a nigga from the street, you say, well, I'm done. But with family, you just keep on plunging through. And I remember one of the family members on that side said, you need therapy. For what? Because he's done enough where you need therapy. Now that came from that side. And I guess I didn't know what they was talking about. But they said it because they said they needed therapy. That sounds weird. It's weird. And I know people out there went through that with their families. And I spoke to someone the other day and they said they went to a funeral where their family was there. And they seen the family. Had seen, was trying to understand that cutting the cord thing. And when they got to the funeral, they seen the people, their family, being fake. And doing that little sly stuff. His sister had gotten us a doctor's degree. And instead of patting her on the back, they doing the things they can to pull him down. And he realized, you know what? Let me put family where they belong and just say, hey, I'll see y'all. Maybe at a funeral, probably at a funeral, probably maybe a wedding, but don't want to hang around you. Don't have to, it's better when you see them, you miss them then. Like I said, I went to Uncle mine's funeral a month ago, month and a half, something like that. And when I seen him, I was glad to see him. Now, do I want to go out to dinner with him? I don't think so. And they said, well, why we gotta do this? Why we always gotta meet up at funerals? And I'm like, there's a reason for that. It's like the girl you went with, or the girl went with you, or you went with her, whoever went with whoever, and you break up, and you see years each other later, and you say, God, they look good, and they say you look good, and you try to figure out how to reunite, trying to get it together again. And then you get together, guess what? Deja vu. It all comes back. You say, God, that's why I don't want to be around your monkey, eh? And because it all comes back. And it's no different with the family. When you've been away and you see them at the funerals, hey, how you doing? Well, how's your kids doing? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. How's the neighbor? You do all the catching up, and then you go about your business. Because if you hang around, it's something going to be said or done again and say, oh, yeah, I know why. I know why I don't see you on funerals now. I know exactly why. The same thing with the girl. I know why we broke up now. I know why I didn't like him. I know why I broke up from her. It all comes back. He's like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I've been down this road before. But it's better. It's almost likened to when, the parents have visiting rights and they get the kid every other weekend. Well, when the kid goes with the one every other weekend, man, they have a great time. They go do everything. They do this, they do that, they cook, they go out to eat, blah, blah. Then you come back home to the parent that has you every day. Oh, it's back to the same thing, Not knowing. That's good because you only see them on the weekend. You treasure that time. It's like the mistress. When the guy has the chick on the side and he just sees her then, well, they go out. They do. They get down. They ain't got much time. Their whole premises is built on, let's have a good time. I ain't got time to argue with you. We ain't got time to be fussing about this and that. Let's go have a good time. Whether we going to a club, sneaking out, going out of town, or just getting down, it's going to be good. It's short term. It's perfect. You get in your car, they get in their car, they go about their way, it's over. I'll see you the next hookup. How bad could it be? Now, you leave what you got, get with them, they come full time, and guess what happens? All else I done jacked up. This mother, oh my God, I didn't know they did this. Oh, I didn't know they did this. I didn't know they were like this. Man, I don't even know them. I need to get back where I came from. Well, might close that door. So, remember this. When you step on someone's toes, and you say, well, oh, so what? I stepped on their toes. But you just never know. See, because them toes are connected to their feet. They go together. The foot's connected to the leg, and guess what? The leg's connected to the butt. You may just have to kiss that butt to get something done. You didn't want to. This is where you are. You got to kiss that butt. Um, so yeah, so when you decide to step on toes, just make sure you're good with that. Hey, I won't be kissing their butt. I won't ever need nothing from them. Well, you made a decision. Good, but just remember, you might have to. It's like you break up with the girl, and then you see her 5, 6, 7 years later, or whatever, and she got finer. I mean, you're like, oh my God. Now remember, you stepped on them toes, which is connected to the foot, which is connected to the leg, which is connected to her butt, which you crazy about now. Well, you can't kiss her butt now. You stepped on them toes. So just remember that. Just kicking it around. Just kicking it on Saturday night. Like I said, no open line. Just freelancing night about any and everything. Black people. Let me think about them. You complain about biting all the time. And it really gets on my nerve. It's disgusting. He didn't do this. That man been there 1 year. What? Let me start off this way. When Muhammad Ali was around, he was the most recognized person in the world. He stood for everything, for everybody. Even the white people understand him more today than he did then. A great, great man. Great. So everybody just about pulled for him because the way he rallied us as black people. He actually just got the momentum behind us by fighting in the ring, by coming out. The way he stood there, the way it was no back down in him. I'm here. And this is what I mean. I said it. You took him at his word, like, wow. This man speaking off the cup. So, when you look back at him, how revered he is now, he was that same way then. He, at one time, was the most recognized person in the world. Period. Now, I say that to say, when black people get somebody who speaks out, they try to find fault. Now, when LeBron James takes on corporate America, white America, he's got backing, but it should be backing like never before. Like, oh, God, they got something else. We feel you. Most times, pretty much, you are our voice. But no, we're always looking to nitpick. Always. What is that about? Now, on Biden's right hand is a black person who was vice president. And he's got a black person running the Pentagon. Unheard of stuff. Unheard of. A Supreme Court judge, retired. He's going to pick a black person. Now, stop right there. The reason I say black person, because I know women love to do this. Put a slash there, black woman. Instead of just saying a black person, they gotta put, oh, it's a black woman. For the same ones that said that, I guarantee you, 8 out of 10 didn't say there was no black man in the White House. They said it's a black person in the White House. By the time they got a black in the White House, or Barack Obama, they didn't say, oh man, it's time we got a black man. No, they didn't say it. I know they did. They lied through their teeth if more than 10 or 15% said that. They lied through their teeth. They ain't how they view it. They view it now because it's a black woman. And he was so bad. If he picked a black man, he would lose votes. What the hell is that about? Aren't we all in this thing together? No, we're not. No, we're not. If he picked a black man, ain't like they picked a whole bunch of them. Like, oh my God, when is he going to finally pick a black man, a black woman? When is this going to happen? Thurgood Marshall. I don't want to mention the other one. So, one, real black. The other one, again, is the double Oreo cookie, double cream, Clarence Thomas. But what is that about? You can't get the fight together because it seems like we're separate. Again, he's naming a black person to be the judge, black person vice president, black person running the Pentagon. That's not enough. Oh, well, he said he's going to do that. He's been there 1 year. Well, y'all are a piece of work. But you put that crazy lunatic back in there who deserves to be in jail, but he's not. If you have a chance, which you will, probably vote for him. Okay. I'm gonna say it one more time. I think we covered this last time. When voting rights was passed and civil rights bill was passed and signed by LBJ, that's the last time white men voted Democrats. Doesn't that bother you? Isn't it? Do you see the correlation why that happened? Don't you say to yourself, that's effed up. That tells me you think the Republican side is the one going against the black people. And I've seen some smart people tell me, well, there's no difference between the two. Crazy talk. Crazy. Where did they get that? A guy, John Stockton, the NBA, Hall of Famer, he said, white guy, he said hundreds of athletes are dropping dead all the time. He said this. And he was like, can't say he ain't educated. He's getting it off the internet. I'm convinced the country is worse with that. No doubt. It's a great lending, helping tool. But because of it, the country is really jacked up. And it's going to get worse. Why would it get better? People listen to that. Now, you got black people that listen to that who believe the same thing, crazy thing he said. Same thing. Taking the vaccine, over 100 athletes have just dropped dead. What the? Ooh. Like I said, freelancing, sports. What was I saying? Oh, but they were discussing about Kobe Bryant. I was thinking about when he died. It's been 2 years now, right? Two things about that. They had went into camera shots of his body, his daughter's body, and all the other passengers all over the field, and then put it on internet. Put it online. What kind of sick people is that? Who does that? Well, okay, you didn't like him, or you didn't care. Whatever. Who does that? No, he wasn't one of my favorite guys. No, I thought he was selfish. just like the one he wanted to play like, Michael Jordan, mentally selfish, not going to help nobody. Doing it now because losing grip on being the GOAT, but that's okay, that's another story. But, no, didn't want to help nobody, but he became a good father to his kids, which is pretty important. That Kobe did do. Sounds like a great father. But who takes the pictures and does that with them? Who does that? I was looking at Dwayne Wade's, whatever, son, daughter, slash, I don't know what he is. Zion, whatever his name is. He said, I'm dedicating this to Kobe Bryant. He had his jersey on, made into a dress. This was a boy. Slash female. I don't think it's honoring Kobe. I don't. I think that's some crap that you and Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union came up with, that a kid is a kid. When he turns certain such age, okay, fine. But as a kid, I'm not letting you make them decisions. I can't stop once you get of age, but early, oh no. Right or wrong, because you're a kid. If that's the case, I can just say, well, you're a kid, let him go ahead and drink, shoot drugs, well, you're a kid, make your own decisions. No. It's your job to guide them. And once they get of age, you tried. You done what you're supposed to. But that, oh no. Crazy. But, hey, I'm just listening and watching. Kanye West. His wife, or ex-wife, made a sex video, right? That made her famous. I never heard that before, but it did. And now there's a second one. And he's got it. Now, he's got crazy money. She got money. So I don't think they're fighting over money. And I don't think he wants kids with him. So what is he fighting for? She's always messed around with black people. Now, see, she's got a white guy. Are they playing this game? I mean, what is this? She got the white guy to get back at him, and he wants to show the tape because he's pissed off. She won't let him come to his daughter's birthday. Whatever. What is that? It's funny. We always said we had money, we wouldn't have problems. You just have different problems. Just different problems. That's just the way it is. I know somebody sitting on $1 million. They say they're miserable. I'm like, what? I said, how's your health? Oh, my health is good. Well, your house is almost $1 million, and you're worth over $1 million, probably close to $2 million. Probably, yeah. Well, no, I'm miserable. I can see you saying you're a little disappointed, you're a little unhappy, but miserable? Oh, God. Ooh. Okay. Of course, I don't understand. Maybe it's not me. It obviously is not meant for me to understand. Okay. Just wanted to freelance tonight. Get some things off my chest. Tomorrow we'll do open line. Tonight was just, me running my mouth, just being all over the place, just trying to discuss some things and everything, just again running my mouth, trying to get back into the groove of it. So much is going on, and um, pretty happy with what's going on. Um, yeah, I'm pretty happy with what's going on. So to everybody out there, um, stay safe, stay warm, and pray up. Okay, thank you. This is OG, rounding third and heading for home. Thanks for tuning to the Blackout podcast. Good night, everybody.